some quarters argue that to resolve the funding issues, it would be best to collapse all these bursaries into one. What's your opinion about that?
First, I wouldn't mind, by the way, if indeed they were to do the correct calculations and promise Kenyans that if we do the collapsing, every Kenyan child will go to school for free from primary to the university. I can tell you I'll be the first person to surrender Murang'a's portion of bursary to such kind of a basket. But of course, we need evidence. It's very easy to calculate that. So let's wait for those who will give us that analysis. Be that as it may, before that time happens, Murang'a bursary scheme is divided into several interventions. The first targets young people transiting from primary to secondary. If you are automatically between number 1 to number 5, we give you 15,000 to transit. Why? One is to promote equity, because then every primary school benefits automatically from that intervention. There's no discrimination, regional. Secondly, to promote meritocracy. Because everyone knows, okay, if I do put my best foot forward, I'll get this kind of money. The other thing, the other intervention is a program called Nyota Yetu that we found there, but we decided to continue with it, that target poor people, and it supports them up to Form 4. We have been continuing with it. Thirdly is ward bursary. Members of the county assembly, they also need to feel part of the government. So we told them, you guys give us names at your ward level, we give you this allocation, we support. The other intervention is for orphans or students with disability. We give them, I think, about 10,000 in January, as long as you give evidence of being an orphan or a person with a disability who is in school. Yes.
Okay, brilliant. And, just briefly, the conversation of overrepresentation in this country, what would be your opinion on that in terms of, even from a legal perspective, 14 years into this constitution? Are we overrepresented as a people?
There are two sides to that debate. Let me start with yes.
Okay.
One can argue, possibly yes, when you do a comparative analysis. I give an example of a country like India. India is about 1.4 billion residents. And 1.4 billion residents, I think their parliament is about 500 parliamentarians, compared to Kenya, which has about 340-something members of parliament, vis-a-vis a population of 50 million. What about counties? Kenya has about 47 counties with 50 million residents. US has, I think, 50 or something, 50 states. But it has about 400 million residents. So one sees that imbalance. However, you must understand the political problems that
exist.
The drafter of the constitutions intended to cure. And therefore, if you collapse, let's say, for instance, counties, you might lead yourself into some problems that you may not see on the face value. And one of the reasons the draft of the constitution decided to have so many counties